Party, trying my best to meet somebody, but everybody around me's falling in love to our song. Yeah, hate it, taking the shot 'cause I can't take it, but I don't think that they make anything that strong, so I hold on. I'm so tired of songs, tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love. Just wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home. Oh, so tired of songs, tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love. Oh, I'm tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love. Wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home. Oh, so tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love. Just wanna go home. I'm tired of songs, tired of that songs, tired of that songs, tired of that. Wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home. So tired of that songs, tired of that songs, tired of that songs, tired of that. Strangers, killing my lonely nights with strangers. When they leave, I go back to my soul. I hold on, it's like heaven, lost in the sun. Buzzcut season, like you're still around. Can't unmiss you, and I need you now. Oh, yeah. I'm so tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love. Just wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home. Oh, so tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love. Just wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home. I'm so tired of love songs, 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 tired of love. I'm tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love songs.
Tonight, Henchman forgets to wake up, Michael forgets to include his audio, and Kieran chose work over racing. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Dream Team is back. It is myself, SFR Leclerc, back in the commentary box with SFR Carbon. How are we feeling, my friend?
Hello! Oh, it's good to be back. Missed it, man.
It really is.
Absolutely.
It really is. If the Tier 3 guys are listening in stream, ready up, we are good to go. Looks like I'm race controlling tonight. So, we have all the decisions to make, Michael.
Ooh.
Right. The drivers are ready up. We are here in Singapore for round number 1 of Season 6 here in Tier 3. It is the last race of the week for Formula 1 before we head to Formula 2 on Wednesday night. And guess what? That's also at Singapore as well. Yeah. I hope everyone in chat is doing alright. I'm going to shut Korg up quickly. Yeah, so...
Yes, it's crazy, isn't it? Who'd have thought, right?
Yeah, 3 days of straight racing.
Oh.
Exactly.
It's mad. Who'd have thought? Tier 3, Jamie.
Yes, Tier 3 indeed. And yeah, hopefully the lobby can handle me hosting and streaming at the same time. Welcome to all you wonderful people in the stream. It is good to be back. And I can't wait. If it's anything like the Tier 1 or 2 race, then we are in for a treat. And I can't do anything. What's going on?
Oh yeah, you got...
There we go. We are in qualifying. Now, this hasn't changed. Tier 3, or what was Tier 2, hasn't changed. It's still short qualifying and a 50% race. However, the point system has changed. It's no longer the top 10. The fastest lap is open to everyone. And as long as everyone finishes, they're all getting points.
Yay!
We only have 15 here this evening. Of course, SFR run the MotoGP point system, which rewards all of our drivers in the top 15.
And as team owners, we love points.
We do love points, and continuing in normal Formel fashion, he is the first one out in the newly branded Monday Night Racing of SFR.
I don't think
Tier
he is.
3.
Our man Ted's dad is out and just spun, so...
Well, there's a Haas already on track, lad, and he's just been DQ'd for blocking the pit lane. That's less than ideal.
Oh.
It's a fun race for one of your drivers, my friend.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate for him. He came out, tyres really cold, spun it, got stuck on the wall, and then unfortunately because cars were exiting the pit lane, it did disqualify him. So it was very unfortunate.
I've just seen in the chat, wet race towards the end.
Aww.
We are going to see some rain here at Singapore, and now myself and Michael are happy it wasn't our race.
Yes, very much
That's
so.
all that can be said.
Yeah.
So, some drivers you would recognise, and a couple you won't recognise. So let's just go through the swaps, shall we? Avtex Flames has moved from McLaren to Mercedes, and SFR Goose has stayed with the Mercedes AMG Petronas team. As you can see, Formel 92 still at the Haas. Tommy Lads has moved from... Where was he last season? Was he Williams? No, he was Aston Martin again. Yeah, he was Aston Martin.
Yeah.
So he stayed there. So Tommy Ladd has stayed. Demonic Angel, his first season under my leadership in the Red Bull team. SFR Semper HD has gone from the Red Bull to the team principal role of Alfa Romeo. Soz I'm Drunk, a new signing just coming out of the pit lane. A new signing for SFR is the Ferrari driver alongside a returning driver of Raver Chile. TM Kirby has moved from Williams to become team principal of Haas. APS Pilsk back in the Renault this season, sorry, not the Williams. James 4429, as I go on board with him, has just spun.
Oh.
And SFR Gasly has gone from Alfa Romeo to Alpine. But we're going to go on board with Formel 92. He will be the first driver to set a time here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit. Just a stone's throw away from Singapore Changi Airport. Purple Sector 2, obviously. Good evening, SFR Hamilton. The Mercedes team principal is in the chat. SFR RL has a new member in their Xbox club as well. Okay, thank you for notifying me. As we are on board with Formel. Comfort lift round the final corners is 138, 682 for Formel. So let's see what Flames would have done. He did back out, so he's going to have to go again. It is a medium time, and unfortunately, nowhere near quick enough so far. Soz I'm Drunk, do you want to take us on a lap, Michael?
Yeah, let's do it. I don't know any of the corner names, but we're going to go through it anyway. So, key here, nice clean exit to get a nice one up to the start, well, the first of the straights. Get some nice turning on the power, nice and early. DRS wide open. Find the braking zone that, you know, suits yourself. Don't want to run off too much on that curve, it can upset the car. Down to second gear. That's it, carrying the speed. Oh. Yeah, really nice section
up to
there.
where the Singapore sling used to be. I don't know what happened to Michael there. It sounded like he had a stroke.
Yeah, I think I did. I don't know any of the corners. It's hard to sort of keep track of what's going on.
It's all good.
But no, I'm gonna talk anyway. I'm gonna say, you know, Soz, I believe, is going to be a contender, especially one of the front runners with the likes of Formel, Raver Chile, just to name a couple, you know. As he approaches the final few corners, the S is very easy here to spin the car, especially on that inside curb. Just clips the wall, drops a gear,
And then letting the wall know he's there.
Yeah, absolutely. And there we go.
It's a very good time on the mediums. No. Ice Storm, a new driver here in SFR. Tier 3, and Goose goes up to P2 on the soft tyres. 1 lap old. So Mercedes at the moment opting for the 2-stop. Let's jump on board with the Williams driver of James 4429 as he clips the wall. Now it's very easy to do so here.
Absolutely.
They are very close. Taking the penultimate corner nicely and puts himself in P5 for the Williams team.
It's good.
Those of you wondering who the Williams team principal is, we have 2 team principals commentating this race tonight.
No. Who are you?
I'm Red Bull, who are you?
I'm Williams, come on! Oh, what we do for
On
entertainment.
board with the Alfa Romeo team principal now, SFR Semp HD. Purple Sector 2 on the mediums. This could be a time to contend with so far. Now, those of you wondering who Soz I'm Drunk is, myself and Michael have raced him in a previous league in Formula 2. And I believe, Michael, he's now on wheel, isn't he?
I believe he is, yeah. So, showing
So
absolute great pace improvements from what I've seen. I've been keeping an eye on him. You know, I've been like a scout, you know. I've been watching him through the back end of his league that he's racing in.
HD, P4 and P5 at the moment for the Alfa Romeo team. That's a very good showing. And the battle of the brothers, Alfa Romeo are joint with them at the moment.
Okay, and Soz just confirmed that he is on pad. His wheel scares him.
Okay. So, Storm is now out on soft tyres.
It's a very mixture of tyres out there today. I know which one I'd rather be on.
There is. Yeah, so do I. But we done it yesterday.
Yes, exactly. But I do not want to be seeing 3 lap-old softs in qualifying. That is not a great...
No,
that's not good.
Basically, guys, we can't really give strategies away, but we can kind of now, because this is the last...
Yeah, people should have been watching
the last
streams.
race of the weekend. 3-lap-old soft tyres, if you qualify on those, you're getting about 4 more laps out of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
3 if you include the formation lap.
You want to put a brand new set on, do 1 lap, you know, nice and easy out, nice and easy in.
Let's jump on board with the Dutchman of APS Pilska. Coming round the final corner now on his mediums, up into P5, separates the 2 Alfa Romeos. Good time there from the Alpine driver. And there is another Alpine driver on a lap. Just started, in fact. So, take you on board with SFR Gasly.
Oh.
Let's not take you on board with SFR
That's very
Gasly.
Oh, that's really unfortunate.
It is.
But Avtec's
so we'll go on
flames.
board with Storm.
Okay, let's go on Storm.
He's just started a lap. 3 turns 1, 2 and 3. Very nice. It's very easy to lock up and go straight on at turn 3. Use all the track you can. You want a wide entry into turn 4, and now you are flat out for near enough a kilometre. DRS wide open on this Papaya McLaren. It's a 27.1. He's just about 4 tenths up on his best time so far. It was a purple sector 1. Very tricky sequence of corners now. 4th gear. I use 3rd there just to help the nose turn in now towards the infamous, or what was the infamous, Singapore sling, where if you got it wrong, you'd end up in the barrier, like on top of the barrier. Very nice from Storm. This is his first ever league outside of presets, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do. DRS open once again for the McLaren driver. It's a purple sector 2, a 105.241 for Storm. And Flames and Gasly have come together. And Gasly's been given a 5-place grid penalty. Now, underneath the grandstand to the final 3 corners. He navigates that nicely, gets close to the wall. 6th gear, comfort lift. And it's only P6. It's a vast improvement on his previous time, though.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Gasly has now been disqualified. Now, someone that put on a good show yesterday, about to start his lap, is the Haas team principal, the American himself, TM Kirby, starting a lap on the medium tyres.
Yeah, I was quite shocked how good these mediums are. You know, I didn't get the best at all. Oh, hang on. Okay.
Too wide, it did invalidate.
Okay, now on my screen he crashed and stuff, so...
However, Tommy Lad is still going. We'll jump on board with the Aston Martin driver. Nice green and blue helmet. It's like the earth on Tommy Lad there. And yeah, as Soz has just said in the chat, it is currently a Ferrari 1-2.
Yeah, to my predictions.
Someone's coming up to the corner when Massa overtook Webber sideways.
Pilski improves up to third, but it has put 3 laps now on them medium tyres compared
I
to
don't
the
know if
drives
I want
around
to start
them.
on 3-lap-old mediums or 1-lap-old softs, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not much.
23 viewers, 23 members of the SFR family cheering on our Tier 3 drivers here at Singapore. There is one more race to come from race week 1 of season 6. That is Wednesday night in F2. That is also here. That is the final race for Singapore before we head to France for race week 2. Tommy Ladd goes to P9. Four minutes 20 to go. Enough time to come in and get a new set of tyres on the 2 Alfa Romeos. Still, Linus Stern in P6 and P7.
Well, it looks like one of your drivers is going to make the approach to the line and start his flying lap.
One of my drivers. My only driver here tonight.
Is he actually?
Tried to get a reserve in, yeah. Aqua had his 2nd vaccination today, so his
fair
arm's
enough.
a bit...
Oh, that's fair
he's
enough. It's so easy.
invalidated.
So easy to do it there, though.
Yeah, it is.
But, you know, just take it nice and easy, go around again. Don't take too much life out of these
Absolutely.
tyres.
So, the question on everybody's mind is, what are the current constructor standings? Well, Red Bull lead the way on 57 points, followed very closely by Aston Martin on 52. Third place is the Williams team on 33. Mercedes and McLaren are joint 4th on 27 each. Haas are on 24. Alfa Romeo are on 17, as are the AlphaTauri team. Ferrari are on 16, and coming up the rear currently is the Alpine team on 12 points. But that can all change today.
Absolutely, because...
The 2 Alphas will definitely change,
Yeah.
because there's only 1 Alpha here today. So,
And Ferrari being at the back of the constructors are actually at the front row Tier 3, so I think
let's
across...
see if they've got more luck than they did last season, shall we, Michael?
Yes.
Where they qualified well and then had an awful race. Let's see if they
Yeah.
can qualify well and have a mega race.
Absolutely, I totally agree. And I think the system works. I think, you know, how the drivers were picked and, you know, the draw, I think it sort of balances out because, yes, Ferrari may be at the back of the constructors at the moment, you know, probably through a bit of bad luck through Tier 1 and
Well,
Tier
it's
2.
only round 1, isn't it?
Exactly, but, you know, coming to Tier 3 and they've got probably, I'd like to say, the strongest drivers in the division, but...
Yeah, well, Ray Pacello's been with us a season now.
You know, who's leading the Tier 2 championship
He was.
for a while, so...
And then TJ decided to show up.
Absolutely, so... Ferrari will be making up points, but maybe on the days we, you know, on the 3rd day.
On board with Demonic Angel. Currently in sector 2 using 3rd gear. SFR Montoya in chat. A very happy SFR Montoya, it must be said. Winning the Tier 2 race here last night. We do know he loves Singapore. It was a Red Bull 1-2 in both qualifying sessions as well as the race. So Demonic Angel half a second up, and this will put him into the top 10. Soz on Drunk is done.
I mean, he's the only driver in the top 10 to be on mediums.
At the moment, Kirby is on an outlap as well. 30 seconds to go. SFR Semp HD is done. Remember, this doesn't show what tyres they've qualified on. This is the current tyre they're on. So some of them in there could be on the mediums. We're going to go on board with James 4429. No, we're not. He's in the wall again. APS Pilsk, the Alpine driver, looking to improve on a 138.2. He's less than a tenth off of Ray Chile. Qualifying is done. Where is Kirby? And Storm up into P2. A 138
and 4 mil.
And 4 mil. Only just quicker than Soz I'm Drunk. And Pilsk is done. He's just invalidated. Let's go on board with the Haas team principal of TM Kirby 26. Car number 75. It's odd, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much, Soz, you know. I think I'd rather be on the mediums than them softs anyway, so...
Absolutely, yeah. The mediums is authority on him. The softs go off so quickly. What can the American of TM Kirby do, though? Has Tunstall Stokey behind him on a set of softs. Two Ferrari-powered cars, so let's get ready to jump on board with Stokey after Kirby finishes his lap. He has had some practice. He was reserving for one of his drivers last night, and he had a good race, actually. Kirby goes P7. Stokey just about improves and starts on the softs in P8. And Pilsk obviously is done, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is qualifying complete. 4mil92 takes pole position here at Singapore.
That was decent.
It was, and we are going to have a 5-minute break, ladies and gentlemen. So let's put a message into the Discord. We are going to start at 29 minutes past. So 4mil92 on pole position then here in Singapore, followed closely behind, and I mean closely behind, by Soz I'm Drunk. P3 is Storm in the McLaren. P4 is Raver Chile. P5 is APS Pilsk. P6 is SFR Goose. 7th is TM Kirby, followed by the Alfa Romeo pair of Tunstall Stokey and Semper HD.
I mean, we like to attract the really close qualifying times.
We do. P10 is Tommy Ladd for the Aston Martin team. P11 with the first free choice of tyre is the Red Bull driver of Demonic Angel. James 4429 in the Williams is P12. P13 is Avtex Flames in his brand new shiny Mercedes. Ted's dad 5616, who got disqualified unfortunately in qualifying, starts P14. And rounding up the grid is SFR Gasly in the Alpine. So we've got 3 minutes. I think I know what time it is. See you soon.
The symptoms of a cold war, all of our troubles and make believe, we're dying on our own soil, calling your friends onto the teeth. There's nothing for you, nothing for me, nothing for sale, nothing for free. You wanna take my life and fade away.
God, I'm good at getting back onto the live screen when that intro video finishes, and I'm still not bored of it, even after a season. We are probably less than 1 minute away, actually, from going here in Tier 3. Soz has already questioned it, but I was going to do it anyway. Predictions for the race, Michael.
Okay. So, I'm going to say Soz on the basics of that he is qualified on the mediums. The drivers around him on softs, and he showed fantastic pace so far. So, you know, providing it's clean, I think he stands a very good chance. Joining him on the podium, I'll probably say maybe Raver Chile, but I think Pilski will probably take that second place, and then possibly Raver Chile third.
So you're expecting a double Ferrari podium?
Yes.
They could do with the result. They really could. Hamilton says podium for Flames and Goose top 6. Why is there no... Is that...
I think Ted agreed.
That's definitely confirmation. Cool. So, let's put the tyres everyone's on. James and Flames opting for the softs in P12 and 13. That is a very, very bold call from the Williams and Mercedes teams, respectively.
Yeah, I'm very surprised by the call for soft outside the top 10, but you know these drivers are in the seat, so you know they need to do what
There is the predicted pit stop strategy: the 2 stop, soft, medium, medium. The first pit stop, the first round of pit stops for the soft runners, Michael, is between lap 5 and lap 7.
No, these medium runners are going to be going and going and going long after these softers are pits.
So what Formel needs to do? He needs to get away.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. But you've seen the pace of Soz. You know, he barely out-qualified Soz. You know, less than a tenth.
45 hundredths of a second.
Absolutely. So it's going to be hard to break that toe. That's for sure.
Yeah, but the even more difficult thing about Singapore is to not use your energy up on lap 1.
No.
Because it is notoriously hard to get it back.
Yeah, as I found out in the latter stages, at least, I did quite well. I held my ERS above 50 for literally majority of the race. So
yeah.
It went until the back end I sort of dropped. When you drop below 50, I feel like it's really much harder to get it back over.
Yeah. Here in Monaco, it seems extremely difficult to get energy back. So was that a Williams that had a spin towards the back? It was Ted's dad. Now, this is his first league race in SFR.
Absolutely, yep.
So we need to cut him some slack.
That's it,
This
just
is
need to take it easy,
all
really.
a learning curve.
That's it.
It's
Just take your
only
time.
round 1.
Keep it out of the wall, and you'll be absolutely fine.
For those of you that don't know, I will call Generation A SFR Montoya, because that's who it is. But Ted's dad is now in his grid slot. Hi, have you met Ted? 31 laps of Singapore coming right up. 3, 4, 5 red lights for season 6. And we are off. Formel gets away well, but not as well as Soz. I'm drunk. We're on board with Storm, and Soz is into the lead by turn 1. This is insane, and there's some
Kirby's round.
Kirby has dropped down the order.
Oh, James has been stuck in a sandwich. He got stuck in a sandwich there. It was really hard for him to sort of get out of that. Like.
Storm up to 3rd place. Soz, I'm drunk, takes the lead of this Grand Prix. Storm under pressure from the new Ferrari signing of Raver Chile. Oh, and he's been tagged. Did Chile get any damage from that?
there must be damage there. And
Doesn't
Pilski
look like
loses
it.
a position to Stokey as well in that lava there in that corner.
Yeah, that was a very, very fast start. Flames up to P10. As Raven Chile looks to go around the outside of Storm at Massa sideways corner. But very difficult to overtake them. I'm surprised no one has picked against SFR Massa yet.
No, so I'm very surprised actually, as Soz has now broken the DRS zone window from 4mil, the gap up to 1.5. 1.7, the gap is constantly growing, and this is not what 4mil wanted. You know, on these softs, he needed to be in front of Soz and limiting the damage that's going to be caused from pitting a lot earlier.
Absolutely. The unfortunate thing is we can't see how old these tyres actually are. So
No.
there is a one-stop strategy available, pitting between lap 11 and 15 if you're on the mediums, like APS Pulse is in his Alpine.
And James comes into the pit, and that's probably going to be for a wing change.
Let's jump on board with the Williams driver. And they do have a front wing ready and a set of medium tyres.
Oh, this season's going to cost me a fortune, Jamie.
It is, and you're Williams, and you haven't really got enough money to do that.
No, I
Unfortunately. And that's a coffee company by you, Al.
Anyway, big battle
Moving
going
on swiftly.
Yeah, a bit of a battle going on between Avtex, Flames and Gasly right now, as Avtex is letting Gasly back
also
through. So
Stokey and Goose on pretty much on the nose of the Alfa Romeo here. No DRS until the end of this lap. One of Hamilton's predictions is correct. Goose is in the top 6 at the moment, but is being chased down by the new driver of Tunstall, Stokey.
yeah, gap up to 3 seconds, and crucially, Storm is bringing a nice little train with him to 4mil. So
if Goose can catch up to Rover Chile, then what is this? This is a battle for P2. If Goose can get within DRS range of Rover Chile, Sosam Drunk really showing the pace he's currently got.
Pilski looking to really get past Stokey and try and sort of utilise these really nice mediums right now, as he is probably in the prime position.
So Stokey's softs, they were new at the end of qualifying, so they'll still be good for a few laps, but Pilsk has had a much better corner there though. DRS now open, not using energy, and that is going to be crucial on the latter stages of this race. Stokey looking for a move on Goose. They've done slight contact.
Yeah, and while that was all happening,
no
Rover
malicious intent.
Rover Chile gets past Storm, crucially.
Yeah, Rover Chile. It is now a Ferrari 1-3. Kirby and Tommy Bad side by side going towards the Singapore Sling, and Kirby has backed out of it because he was going to be smashed into a wall. Kirby is lagging quite a bit, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it looked like he smashed into a wall qualifying with me, and then he just like carried on driving. I was like, okay, no worries.
There's a yellow flag. That's
Looks like it's going to be Ted's dad. He makes his way into the pit.
Not a great day for Williams so far, as Kirby still battling it out with Tommy Ladd. SFR Gasly closing in behind, also on the medium tyres. Goose is within DRS of Storm. P4 on the cards for the Mercedes driver. Your Discord link expired, it keeps telling me, and link on Grid Finder. Okay, give me a sec, I will... Michael, you're in chat, aren't you? Can you get an invite then?
I shall try.
Thank you. Right, where were we? Storm has DRS on Ray Chile, but Ray Chile is going around the outside of Formel and has got it done, has he? Yes, he has. Formel has to concede position, but looking for a move back down the inside of the Ferrari. There's a bit of contact, but it is now a Ferrari 1-2. Ray Chile hoping for a much better season this year, could become a Constructors' Champion for all we know in Tier 3 with the Scuderia team.
Yeah, now Raver can...
It's gone deep though!
Oof. I think the cars followed him behind, so it didn't really cost him that much.
Everyone followed that line.
Yeah, so... Now we can see what pace Raver Chile has underneath his right foot.
Storm closing into Formel also. I think Formel's tyres. Oh, Storm!
Oh, that was a big hit.
That's a big hit.
That's definitely damage as well. And that is right end plate.
Careful. Storm probably coming into the pit for a set of mediums to go onto the 2-stop.
Which ain't too bad, because this is about when he'll pit anyway. He'll just lose a bit of time for the wing change, but it's not going to be too costly.
Demonic Angel on brand new mediums, remember, Michael. Up in P7 for the Red Bull team.
Yeah, it's a good drive so far. Good points. And crucially, Pilski now up into 4th place. We'll chasing down Formel.
Podium still on the cards.
I know, and my 3 predictions is looking pretty good at the moment, so...
Safety car!
Ooh, and who is
that?
That
is Ted's dad out of the race.
That's very unfortunate.
That is... I know where that is. That's just before you go under the grandstand.
Yes.
Just after where PK crashed in 2008, sorry.
So what do you do now? Well, Hart's got...
If you're on them softs, you get off them.
Oh, absolutely that, but... You know, what do you do if you're a medium runner?
If you're Sozon drunk, you're not wanting this right now.
No.
SFR 120 says hards. It's a long way to take the hards, but they should, in theory, be able to do it. What does Sozon drunk do, though?
Oh, I don't know. I think... Do you know what? I'd bite the bullet and just stay on the mediums. You're going to be on them for a bit longer, so... And then do the hards.
At least 10 more laps.
Absolutely, so...
Let's see what the Ferrari driver does. And a drive-through penalty for Formel. Soz, I'm drunk, pits.
Okay. Now,
both Ferraris should be able to pit because they have got the gap. The gap is about 7 seconds. So as long as there's no wing change, Semper HD stays out. Everyone else is coming in.
and I think that is pretty much spot. He lost probably about a second, but that's just because this weird tyre glitch. But
we can look if we go on the race director. Pit stops. So, Soz I'm Drunk was a 2.5 second stop, and Raver Chile was a 3 second stop.
Okay. That's not too bad. They timed that pretty
lost
well.
half a second. They timed that absolutely perfectly. And, crucially, they're out in 3rd and 4th. And, look at Soz I'm Drunk. New mediums.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea, actually.
Demonic Angel has gone on to the hard tyres.
Bilski crucially on the hard tyres as well. So the only
driver
the only two drivers
not having a good time getting penalties, is he?
Yeah, it's never good getting penalties under safety car either.
Right, can you just let me... Is the stream looking alright? Because my laptop isn't.
What's that, sorry?
Yes, the stream is looking alright.
Oh no, yeah, it's fine, mate.
So, we've lasted longer on the SFR channel than Tier 2 did last night.
Yeah, it's a shame because I won and everything.
No, you didn't.
Oh, yeah, but they don't know that,
Pretty sure
Jamie.
my
Come on.
driver did.
I mean, you know, and there's no evidence. So.
There is, because Wall Street.
Oh. Oh. I mean, good win, Jamie.
It wasn't, I didn't win.
Oh, there you go then.
SFR Montoya won, I came second. But we could be on for another team for a 1-2 this evening. And likelihood is, it looks like it's going to be the Ferrari team. No, it's not.
Why is there overtaking?
Rovicilli
Has spun. Oh.
And has no wing. That
is not what he wants.
is not what you want to do. Just reset the track if you're listening, bro. He'll get DQ'd. He's going to get DQ'd. Reset the track. Reset the track. You're going to get disqualified. Don't disqualify in game. Good game. So that's another pit stop for the Ferrari team. And Demonic Angel doing the correct thing, coming in for wide softs. He will get rid of his 5-second penalty though.
I expect Hards now to go on to Rovicilli and then to the end. I think that'll be the better option.
Yeah, we know, bud. We know he's got to drive through.
That's another set of mediums.
After safety car.
Okay.
Gonna have to pit again. Demonic Angel has gone on to the softs. Now he needs to hope another safety car comes out. But Semper HD leads the way. Well, technically Aston Martin lead the way in their car, but Semper HD leading the pack of Formula 1 cars. There you go. Under this safety car period.
And Alpine at the moment in a very good point scoring position. 2nd and 5th.
They are, yes. Obviously Gasly, well, everyone has to stop again. Apart from Pilsk.
Yeah. I think that's a really good
Pilsk
decision.
could win this race.
Absolutely. I mean, it just depends how much pace some of these guys on mediums have,
technically
doesn't it?
net P4. He's net P4, Pilsk, because Formel's going to have to serve his drive-through. Oh, I heard the rumble of that Aston Martin V8 there.
I think this is panning out to be a pretty good race, I think.
It is. Now, we have had a safety car in all three tiers.
Is round and into the wall.
Well, that's less than ideal, isn't it?
And that's going to be a wing change as well. That's very unfortunate.
Formel is back into, and he's going to have to come back into the pits as well. He might want to just whack the hards on here, surely.
And there we go. Pilski now up to P4. I mean, there's a lot of overtaking for being under a safety car.
There is.
So
there really is. James is back in the pit lane as well.
Okay.
With a wing change.
It's a very expensive evening
some
for
medium
Williams.
tyres. Yeah. New set of medium tyres on for the Williams. Off safety car before we go racing again. Semper HD leads the way.
Semper's got a good opportunity here to maximise his point haul.
Yeah, well,
Definitely, definitely has the
good,
pace.
Good position currently. P1 and P6. But it must be said, Alpine are in an even better position. One of their drivers has done all their stops, if it's to be believed.
Yeah, it's all now going to depend on how quick these front guys pull away from Pilski. So we know that Soz has got some pace, but you know all these drivers are going to then have to pit again.
Safety car in this lap. Semper backing the pack. right up. This is not good for the hard runner of Pils. It's a lot harder to get temperature into those hard tyres going at this pace. As you can see, he's weaving a lot more than the medium guys. Storm's had a collision with Demonic Angel. Unfortunately, we can't get rid of that because he's going to have to pit again. When does Semper go? I'd go here.
Yeah,
And he
literally.
has. No, he hasn't. He's lifted off, but he didn't brake. You're allowed to do that. It's a good safety car restart, actually, from Semper. Demonic Angel now past Storm on those soft tyres.
Soz has got a nice drive out of turn 3. Going to try and look to go around the outside. Nice and easy, and has.
And does Gasly let Pilsk go?
I mean, he's in a better race position, Pilski, so, you know, I probably would. But Gasly on the better tyre probably thinks that he is in the better position.
Decent tons of Stokey side by side. Good move from SFR Ghost there. Gasly lets Pilsk through. And here comes the Mercedes. That wasn't part of the script.
No.
Oh, nor was that from Goose.
I think
But
I think I need to
got away
give
with it.
I think I need to give Gasly tips on how to let your teammate through and cover off the guy behind. He's lost so many positions.
Stokey
Or so much time, sorry, you know.
needs to try and get past Gasly as soon as he can. Soz on drunk. All over the back of that Alfa Romeo. How long before the newer mediums get past that Alfa Romeo?
I think it's going to be too long, man. I think it's going to be
It's
next 2
looking
laps.
racy as well. There's a yellow flag. It's Demonic Angel who has
That
crashed.
safety car.
It's another. Oh my god, that was close.
Oh. I mean, I don't know if like Kirby like just phased.
Do you know what? Formel's lucky there. He was in the pits serving his drive-through as the safety car came out.
I mean, that's quite lucky, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, all the cars will be on a delta until they pick up the safety car. Just out of turn 3.
So what do you do if you're Sempen? You're on 9-lap-old mediums.
Box of hards.
But the problem is everyone's sort of grouped together now, so you know you're going to lose a lot of positions.
Yeah, but from now everyone should well, if they had a brain, box for hards. Because they'll definitely go to the end. But we'll have to wait and see, won't we?
Yeah.
We can't predict the future, unfortunately.
No, absolutely not.
So, what's coming up on the SFR RL channel? Well, Wednesday night, we head back to the streets of Singapore here at Marina Bay for the Formula 2 Round 1, which will end our real race week. And Sozom Drunk stays out. Pilsk obviously will stay out. Goose has stayed out. Friday night is technically the start of race week 2. ACC returns from Brands Hatch and another drive-through penalty for Formel.
That's going to be frustrating, because he just got rid of his other one. Oh,
Yeah.
that's gutting for him. That's gutting.
I think he's coming into the pits and retiring. Won't surprise me if he does. But no, he's sticking it out because he knows if he finishes, he gets points. So yeah, Friday night is round 1 of ACC. We're just outside the M25 at Brands Hatch. 1 hour of Brands Hatch is Friday night. Then Saturday, the Tier 1 boys take to the French Grand Prix at the circuit Paul Ricard in the south of France. Followed on Sunday night by the Tier 2 guys, and then same time as tonight. Next Monday evening, we are also at France for Tier 3. So that's all to look forward to. That is the next week of racing here in SFR. Remember guys, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to the SFR_RL channel for free without it costing you a penny, due to the Twitch Prime partnership Twitch and Amazon have. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing here, 3 nights of non-stop racing in a row, and when ACC's on, it's 4 nights of racing. Multiple disciplines here in SFR, with even more to come in the future, and we can't wait.
I'm looking forward to what the future of SFR has to hold for a lot of people who have different, you know, aspects of where they want to race and how they want to race.
Exactly. Now, we were... it was mentioned in the chat during qualifying. Remember, there is rain coming.
Ah, so that may be why some of these guys are staying on mediums. It would make sense. Depending how early the rain will come.
Why is 4-0 in the pits again?
I mean, I could just look right now and see what the weather's going to be. Use my trusty Midlay device.
Chile, James and 4-0. 3 and 4 stops, respectively. 4-0 now on his 4th stop. So we should see the safety car in this lap.
Well, I'm not seeing no rain, Jamie.
Okay.
Or maybe I am. Maybe I am. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. 51% chance in 15 minutes.
Okay.
52%. So it's climbing. 53. Yeah, okay. You get the gist. So 15 minutes. We're expecting...
The rain could very well be on its way. And speaking of subscribing with Prime, Christo in the chat, thank you very much. That is the Tier 2 Haas driver, for those of you who are wondering. That is now 39 subs out of our goal of 40. So thank you ever so much. We couldn't do it without you. All of this is for your viewing pleasure. My laptop is having a fit, so I'm just going to ignore it.
Saturday, Sunday, what?
So the safety car is staying out for another lap. What? This will be the 4th lap, won't it?
I think it's lap 4, yeah.
Well, I'm going to do some work tonight and make some more emotes, I think, for our wonderful subscribers to be able to access. So, you predicted a Ferrari podium, 2 of the Ferraris. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's closer to impossible than possible currently.
It's looking a bit different, but first and second are where I predicted first and second to be. So Raver Chili needs to find some magic juice and find his all the way back.
He needs the 2019 Ferrari engine, I think.
Yes.
That's what he's on about with magic juice, guys. Just pump more fuel through when the regulator isn't watching.
There we go. That's what we like to see.
Second safety car, the race. Tier 2 had one and one virtual safety car. Maybe two virtual safety cars. And Tier 1 had one safety car towards the end.
Yeah, that virtual safety car still upsets me to this day. So.
Safety car is in this lap. Anyway, now, it's all changed. Ferrari were doing really well, but now it's the Mercedes team that are in great positions. P3 and P6 for the Mercedes team.
As Raver Chile and looks like James have come together, so penalty awarded down there.
That is less than ideal. That's for sure. When does Sozon Drunk go? Safety car still not in the pits just yet.
He's going to go halfway down this straight. He's trying to catch Pilski off guard.
He wasn't
That's
really caught off guard.
That's a really...
It was for the front. Alpha. What's just happened? Oh my, oh my.
Absolute calamity. What has happened? About 15 cars have just died. Oh, exaggerated, but...
SFR Goose. Is P2. What's happened to Sozon Drunk? All the way down in P9 or 10 when the game decides.
So unfortunate. Just
Soz
caught that
losing.
curb. Yeah, he just caught that curb. I did it yesterday and it's so upsetting. He literally did exactly what I did. But luckily, you know, he hit into the wall. He's lost a bit of end plate, but, you know, he's still driving. That's the main thing.
He was going to have to pit again anyway. But SFR Goose, P2 for Mercedes. APS Pilsk leading the way for Alpine. And there is the rain.
There it is.
I thought the camera looked a little bit moist.
Now, it's really unfortunate for Soz. Oh, he's just went to the wall in. He's really struggling to get that Ferrari turned in. Right, what do? They've got to keep going, so, you know.
It's nowhere near wet enough yet, but we know when it rains at Singapore, it pours.
Singapore.
Gotta be careful coming around them final two corners now as well. Kirby up into P2, Michael.
Yeah, do you know what?
But
I think
Goose is looking to come back, but well defended from Kirby.
I think when this rain really kicks in,
He's kept it out of the wall.
Exactly what Soz done, like literally the previous lap, but kept it out of the wall, as you said.
And Soz a 5-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane as well. So unfortunate. The American team leads the German team. And it's looking absolutely mega for Mercedes at the moment. P2 and P4 for the team based in Brackley. And that is very, very wet.
Yep, Soz is out on inters, so this is going to be really interesting. And James has gone wide. Pilski's really struggling as well. I see him lock up a couple of times. Look at that track, it's getting very wet now.
Told you it doesn't take long.
And Avtex
here at Singapore
goes really deep.
I think it's time, Michael.
I mean, oh, Goose! Oh, these drivers are really struggling to get these cars stopped.
They are
Oh, they're going side by side. It's going to be...
Oh, look how wet it is there, Michael.
Oh, no, this is... Oh.
This is the driest part of the track now.
Oh.
And now we're back in the rain.
Storm into the wall.
Kirby's surely pitting. The rain lights are on. Pitting is Kirby. Goose is pitting. Stokey pitting. Flames slowing down to not get held up. DRS enabled. Everyone into the pits and...
We have a double stack.
Double stack at Mercedes. Goose has jumped Kirby.
Ooh.
Goose now leads this race. He very nearly didn't. But...
Oh, Kirby. What happened there? Oh, the yellow flag in
Kirby
turn
had
one.
a slow start. Kirby had a very slow start. There is no way DRS is still active, surely. It can't be. Lap 16, and this race has turned on its head.
Yeah, absolutely.
SFR Goose leads TM Kirby. Kirby had a 5-second stop go. That's why Goose jumped him.
Ah, makes sense. Yeah, absolutely.
How long can Goose hold Kirby off? That is the question. Flames in P4. Tunstall Stokey in his first race is P3. Pilsk is down in P8. And Kirby has got past the Mercedes because the Mercedes has been into the wall and lost his left end plate. And he's out! Goose is out! He couldn't get it stopped!
Is that going to be a
That's
safety
another
car?
safety car.
Oh, it's a
It's
VSC.
a virtual safety car. Look at, now it's changed again. Full safety car now, Michael.
And this is wonders for Soz, who's closing in Gasly by about a tenth, like, or look like within every like couple hundred meters. So it's going to bring him back into play. And
So
crucially,
it was Mercedes on for a great result. It's now Alfa Romeo. Oh no. Soz clips Gasly and gives himself an extra penalty. Now he could get rid of that if he pits for new inters.
Gasly and Soz keep letting each other through. I don't know what's happened here.
Because it's telling Gasly to go ahead.
Yeah, Soz drove off track to let him back through.
What is Soz going to do? Is he going to pit again to get rid of that 5 seconds?
I mean, I
would.
think I would. I would, yeah. Put some new inters on and then just serve the penalty.
Semper has just picked up a 3-second penalty. Gasly's pitting. So is Soz. Now that pit lane's horrible in the dry, let alone the wet.
Yeah, absolutely.
What
happened there?
Gasly's going to get done for that.
What happened there?
Gasly
Did
decided
it like
to not pit at
glitch,
the
or
end.
they just...
No, he decided to not pit at the end.
Oh.
There's a wing change for Soz.
Well, he's got plenty of time. He'll catch up to the back of the grid, and I think, you know, it's a good reset for
Gasly
Soz.
is going to get in trouble for what he just did. He committed to pitting and then didn't.
Yeah, I thought it looked a bit dodgy. Like, I thought something like lagged, or, you know, his car got flung out the thing, but, you know, we'll see what happened.
It was Gasly's wheel/AI. I'll need to see proof. He paused. Can he record it then? if he paused it, he needs to record it, because we'll have to punish him if we haven't got proof. So, 25 points going at the moment. Goose, the way you hit the wall, that's why the wheel came. Oh,
I've just seen that as well.
that was lag. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, these Hasses, man, they hold special abilities.
They're slow, but they're made of steel. Russian steel. I mean, American steel.
Russian American still. And Raver Chile up to 5th. There we go. See?
Yeah, so
just like that.
Ferrari on the way, and it's done it again. What's going on at the back between the Haas and the Ferrari?
No, Cornwell goes off track to let Soz through. Not sure what happened.
Okay.
Clearly something's happening that we're not seeing, so we'll just let them get on with whatever they need to do.
Gasly is now in the pits.
I think Formel's actually got wing damage, so he has indeed. So I've got a feeling he's going to be coming into the pit. I think he just didn't want to hold up Soz from catching up to the train.
Yeah, quite possibly.
I mean, we've still got plenty of laps left, Jamie.
We do.
So we've got lots of racing still, and a lot more, different possibility. Well, yeah, different possibilities. As you said, like the Alphas are now in a good position, but we give it 5 laps time, we could be saying another 2 teams.
Well, yeah. Absolutely. James up to P6 for Williams.
No, Williams win here, or?
Very difficult with a penalty, but you never know.
Never know.
Some words of encouragement to Goose from his team principal there in the chat. Goose definitely had the pace tonight as well.
Yeah, drove well. Unfortunate that rain, brought out a few of the drivers, really locking up, really struggling to keep it. And as Goose said, unfortunately, even 10 mile an hour into a wall is enough to...
At the wrong angle, yeah.
Absolutely.
If it goes side on with both wheels, you might be alright, but it's when your nose misses it, but the front left of your wing hits it, and then you hit the wheel, and then the wheel will rip off its tethers. So, very unfortunate for Goose. It happens, it's racing, unfortunately. He's got F2 to put on a good show still here at Singapore. And then, of course, Brands Hatch on Friday in the GT3 class.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to F2 Wednesday around here. I'm not overly keen on this track personally. Like, it's a nice track, but yeah, F2 is totally different, so I'm actually looking forward to it.
It's a lot less aero.
As James has a collision with Raver Chile, so there goes the Williams win. As Pilsky and Storm are swapping positions.
I honestly don't know what people are doing.
And I don't know what's going on actually. And James
There's 4 people without a penalty. So it's looking like Mercedes could be strong here in Tier 3.
I think we've got a bit of a fight on our hands, like in terms of constructors for just Tier 3.
Yeah.
We've seen how much, well, just in the 19 laps we've got to watch, had different sort of teams in different point scoring positions, and it changes so quickly. And everyone's showing really good pace as well.
Yeah, they are. So, safety car is in this lap. Formel, even though he's far behind, is carrying on. He knows he can get points, so...
I think that helps as well. Now everyone can score points. You know, you're doing it for your team now, you know, so...
Exactly. It could come down to 1 point.
Yeah, exactly.
And with the fastest lap open to everyone, that 1 point could be enough. Right, Kirby about to restart this race with Tunstall Stokey right on the gearbox. Be careful accelerating out the corner here, especially in the wet. So we are back under green flag racing, lap 20 of 31. It's Haas, followed by Alfa Romeo, followed by Mercedes.
Semper's gone off.
Yeah, he's still in it though. Very, very tricky conditions now. Gasly gets past the Alfa Romeo of Tommy Ladd. I think he's had a moment.
Sauce is going to get past both of them. There we go, up into ninth.
Storm and Pilsk side by side at the end of the main straight. This is going to hold Soz I'm Drunk up a little bit. Oh no! What happened there? That's very unfortunate. I think Storm has some damage.
Yeah, they both come
He
together.
has a lot of damage.
Very
The Pilsk bruised the back end.
I'm not too sure, really. You know, I don't want to speculate, so... But I
Storm's
don't really
lost all of
see...
his wing now.
Oh. And Pilsk a little bit sideways on the exit.
Gasly is sideways on the Anderson Bridge. Reset to track, Matty. Can do more damage, doesn't it?
Pilski's gone into the wall. Just outbrakes himself.
No damage on the Alpine.
No, allows Soz to go through and chase down the Williams driver of James, 4429, who's really struggling in these conditions.
Flames up in P2. Could still win this for Mercedes. But Kirby to battle with. Alfa Romeo running 3-4 now, Michael.
Yeah. Oh, you've jinxed him. Semper's round.
I'm just going to stop talking.
That's what he said. And now Ferrari are in the better position.
Yeah. Well, is there damage on that Alfa? There is damage on that Alfa Romeo.
There is damage on that, and unfortunately, being in the wet as well, it's going to really hinder the push.
Really is. Gasly up into P10.
And Soz gets past James, and now can chase down his teammate Ray Chile.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see what the Ferrari team have planned for this situation. Do we see a Vettel Raikkonen? Oh, James into the wall there. Do we see a Vettel Raikkonen, or do we see a Leclerc Vettel with all these battles?
Pilsk makes a nice move through. Oh, James nearly spins, but he's going to try and hold it. He's going to go deep. He's going to make contact.
That's forcing another driver off track. 2015 Max Verstappen would be proud. Tommy Ladd now looking to pounce. Soz I'm Drunk really closing in his teammate of Ray Chile. Now this is great points so far for Ferrari.
Yeah, I don't expect much of a battle between these two drivers. I feel like they're both got good heads on their shoulders, and they'll do the right thing.
We are 10 laps away from the end, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 22 of 31.
Jamie,
TM Kirby, yes.
it stopped raining.
It has stopped raining. Well, well, well. What have we got here?
We've got a race. Come on. Oh.
This is...
I mean, it's got to be soft in it when it dries out. It's going to be a good couple laps still.
Semper's gone for mediums.
Already? I mean, I'll keep an eye on his split time,
or
but...
it's not going to work. Flames still closing down that Haas of TM Kirby. What a result we could have here.
And it's not quite the weather as that split time from Semper getting bigger and bigger. As Raver Chile lets him through, yep.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
I think
Who
that's
is that?
James.
That's James. That's just before the Anderson Bridge.
And we have a VSC.
It is drying up. It really is drying up.
It is drying up. I don't think it's...
Not quite yet.
The gap between Semper and whoever it was in front of him at the time was extending by quite a big margin. I definitely wouldn't do it just yet.
On board with Avtex Flames. Kirby stays out, so does Flames. What does Stokey? Stokey?
Oh,
Is
he's
boxing.
unsure. He hesitated.
Why is he going so slowly?
You run out of fuel?
No.
Surely not.
Not this early.
Surely not.
I mean, he's just lost even more time doing that. He wouldn't have lost nowhere near as much time if it's Hearts. Drive-through penalty for Gasly for speeding on the virtual safety car. And we are green flag racing once again. And Flames has a big gap to Sozon Drunk behind.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that gap does progress through the next coming laps. As Avtex looks like he's really struggling to sort of keep a hold on this Mercedes. As Tim Kirby slowly slipping away.
It's all about getting that strategy call correct. No DRS, so it's clearly not dry enough in the eyes of Michael Massey just yet.
Oh, and the gap now down to 3.6. They're going up, but you know, it's under 4 seconds.
It is, and Ferrari still on for a very good result. P3 and P4 currently for a Scuderia. We're watching Soz Undrunk try and close in Avtex Flames.
Who goes really deep into under the bridge and
TM
almost hits
Kirby.
the wall.
Oh, he had a little bit of a moment as well there. Storm has got past Semper. Don't think it's quite dry tyres yet. It's baffled me that the people on the drives didn't go for the softs.
Yeah. Not quite sure, but maybe they felt the mediums would be the better run. Probably the more comfortable
Quite possibly.
side. Formel in front of Semper goes into the wall. Carries on driving. Them soft, or the medium tyres, sorry, still not quite
That's
turning
James
on.
into the wall again. Gasly needs to be careful here. Formel nearly into the wall. Semper needs to be careful here as well, actually. Thinking of it. Formel is all over the place at the moment. Semper on the medium tyres has passed.
Storm or Stokey's back into the pit. And a set of softs are going on.
It might be time then.
Well, he was
It
on the
might now be
hards,
time.
so he's just put on the softs. So, well, he was on the mediums, put on the softs. I can't remember now. But crucially, the gap up front now down to 2.6 seconds.
It is.
And there we go, Jamie.
DRS enabled.
Exactly. Still looks a bit wet out there, though.
It does.
I don't know if I'd...
Kirby's
I don't know,
pitting. Flames is pitting. Soz I'm Drunk is pitting. Raver Chile has enough of a gap to pit as well. Pilsk is going to pit as well. Soft tyres for the Mercedes.
Yeah, Rover Chile just let off a little bit more just to make sure
Soft
that gap.
tyres for Kirby.
Oh, so it's been
He had a
held
5
for the...
second. Yeah, he had a 5 second.
Oh,
stop
that's so unfortunate. But it shouldn't cost him too much, actually, because everyone's going to be pitting anyway.
Yeah.
And Rover Chile has a penalty, so it's okay, it's okay. He'll probably lose up one position.
And there is that one
And
position.
there's that one position. So the three
Flames
the
has
three
got it all
drivers
to do now.
are predicted to be the front three are now third, fourth and fifth, so it could still happen, Jamie. Prediction could still happen.
It could still happen. Flames has got it all to do in these final 7 laps. 3 seconds is the gap. What can the Mercedes driver do? Rover Chile 2.2 seconds behind Pilsk at the moment. And Pilsk is a long way back from Soz I'm Drunk.
You know what's weird, Jamie, is when you know, we race, and when you race in the dry, and then you have to do wet like a wet run, and then go back on the dry, it's trying to find that confidence again.
Yeah.
You know, you're so
Challenge.
cautious. Yeah, you're so cautious of the car just like leaving you that you know, to rebuild that confidence again takes a good few laps.
Yeah, it really does. Storm is still on the inters and probably regretting his decision around about now. Semper HD up into P7. Either way, the Battle of the Brothers will go in round 1 anyway to the Alfa Romeo team. And Flames is flying, Michael. 1.8 seconds now
He is.
in 1 lap.
Yeah, the dry suiting him a lot better.
Could we see a Mercedes win tonight? Soz I'm Drunk has an awful lot to do if he wants to stop that happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
Formel has no wing again.
Yeah, it's a tough evening for some of these lads, but you know, they've got to keep their head up. You know, there's always next week and there's always the week after. There's plenty more rounds. You know, we're in round 1.
2 more rounds to go.
Absolutely, and it's all, you know, it's all a big learning curve. So
It really is, with the potential of points in qualifying at round 8, round 6 and round 23 as well.
there we go. As Rover Chile gets past Pilski, who is actually facing the other way.
That's less than ideal for the Alpine driver.
Who's now got
Rover Chile,
Tommy Ladd for company.
P3 and P4 for the Ferrari team.
Yeah, great points. You know, I feel sorry for Soz. You know, he put on a fantastic qualifying. You know, great start to the race, but you can't take away the great points that Ferrari could achieve here if everything goes to plan.
No, he can't. Flames really is flying at the moment. Kirby has DRS though, off of that lapped car. which is James, and Formel has DNF'd. He's retired it in the pit lane. But still, if it stays like this, mega points for the Haas team.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where that would take Ferrari as well. Having two drivers in the points quite high up.
We'll work it all out after the race anyway. So,
Be interesting to see.
we've still got 5 laps to go, and this race has gone on for some time. It has been an hour since we went racing.
Can't know.
Welcome to Singapore.
Yeah.
And we have 3 races of this on Wednesday night, ladies and gentlemen, in Formula 2.
I'm looking forward to it so much.
Plus a half-hour quality session. which for us is just a sit-down, really.
Yes.
If the tyre wears anything like Formula 1, then we're in for probably more than one stop on the feature race.
Oh, we're going to have a lot of drifting action.
Yeah, Has Flames took too much out of his tyres too soon. Kirby keeping it at about 1.5 seconds. That's all he's got to do. He's in a comfortable position so far. And the American team principal of the American team doing a stellar job for Haas. But, so as I'm drunk, Flames has crashed! Flames has no front wing, Michael!
Yeah, I was riding on board with Soz and I just see Flames in the distance getting closer and closer. And that's really unfortunate. He drove so well. And there it is. Soz passing the stricken or damaged Flames that has no front wing. So that's very unfortunate for the Mercedes driver.
Great Murray Walker once said, anything can happen in Formula 1, and it usually does. There you go. That's just what's happened.
Yeah.
That's so unfortunate. There's an Alfa Romeo that's spun on the start-finish line and has no front wing. That's Tunstall Stokey. And Kirby now in even more of a comfortable position. We know Soz is quick, but is he that quick? Can he close 6.8 seconds down in 4 laps?
I don't think so.
That is the harshest of luck for the Mercedes team.
Yeah,
Tonight.
absolutely. You know, Hamilton, if he's still in the chat, you know, he's going to be absolutely devastated.
And Kirby says, thank you very much, I'll have that fastest lap now.
Soz says
And
no.
Soz, I'm drunk, no.
No, I think that belongs to me, Mr. Kirby.
This is going to promote Rover Chile onto the podium. However, Flames can still take the fastest lap off of Ferrari with these new soft tyres. Pilsk is going to come up into P4. Will Flames get out ahead of Semper? I don't think he will, and Tommy Ladd is going to be ahead as well. But Flames is on brand new soft tyres. Going to flag
should make
2 and 3. That's Tunstall Stokey again. Of course, he has no wing, so it's very tricky to get that car stopped. But TM Kirby, 2.5 laps away from his first ever win in SFR.
Yeah, some really good drive from Kirby. You know, done what he needs to do. Keep his head down, keep it on the track, keep it out of the wall. You know, penalty free, and yeah, made all the right
Gap
calls.
is coming down, and a 3-second penalty. Stop talking. We have right. It's now going to be a visual show.
Yeah, we're going to go silent stream from now on. So
anyway, Kirby does still have the gap. He's got 2 laps to go. 6.5 seconds separate Kirby to Sozon Drunk.
Yeah, that's going to rattle him a little bit.
Oh, he's had a moment. Out of turn 3.
I mean, I'm not sure if that was a moment or lag because he's actually gapped Soz still. Can never tell anymore.
No. It is a bit of a pain. But remember, the guys ahead of Flames do have penalties as well. Now, depending on how many they have, we could potentially get P5.
Oh! Flames into the back of Tommy Lad going round the last corner
DRS
into the
assisted.
back straight.
Oh, he's
Gonna
missed
run a
turn
bit
2.
deep. I think he might have done enough. I think he slowed down enough not to get a warning there.
Flames trying to get back up the grid as fast as he can. Sozon Drunk 5.6 seconds behind TM Kirby, who has a few more corners plus 1 lap to go. He just needs to keep it calm, keep it collected. TM Kirby is about to start the final lap of this SFR Tier 3 Singapore Grand Prix. We are on lap 31 of 31. It's taken its time to get here, but it's here now. Kirby has done everything right so far. Unless Soz can find 2.3 seconds, then it could be a Haas victory here. That was Sozon Drunk just in the background. 5 seconds. Sozon Drunk really pushing now, but crucially doesn't have much energy.
No, but nor does Kirby. They're both really trying to utilise as much of that energy
And
on this
Flames,
last lap.
there we go, a 139.4.
Yeah, a crucial point for Mercedes in their constructors' charge. Gap down to 4.7.
Kirby is coming to the end of Sector 2 now.
I don't think it's going to be enough.
Sector.
Oh!
He's got very deep though.
Okay, maybe not.
We can't tell.
Oh,
to be honest.
I mean,
That's a crash though.
that's
an
real.
actual.
Oh,
Was it?
no, it's not.
No, it wasn't.
Oh. Will Kirby
yeah.
finish? Who knows?
And we're here with John Bradshaw at the Singapore Grand Prix. TM Kirby has done everything right tonight. TM Kirby wins the Singapore Grand Prix in Tier 3, followed by Sozon Drunk, and Raver Chile has had a mega comeback drive for P3 for Ferrari. Raver Chile
what a drive.
will finish P3, and he's been through every emotion. I'm sure we'll hear about it very shortly. APS Pilsk will come home as he picks up another penalty to finish P4 on track. Semper HD has a Mercedes for company right behind him. He'll finish P5 on track, but won't finish P5 in the race. Avtex Flames jumps up to P5. That's some good points for Mercedes there, plus the fastest lap of the race as well. Tommy Ladd coming round the final 2 corners now to finish this Singapore Grand Prix in P7. And the McLaren driver is the last driver on the lead lap. Storm will finish in P8, and we've had every single emotion, every single bit of weather apart from snow here in Singapore. The game has given Avtex Flames driver of the day. I'm sure he will choose his driver of the day very shortly, but a first time win for the Haas team in Season 6. TM Kirby with his first win in SFR as well. Here in Singapore. Pops that champagne open and sprays the fuck. Oh no, I saw it. Out of Gunter Stein. So it is TM Kirby for the Haas team who wins in Singapore, followed by Soz I'm Drunk. Raver Chile, after a mega comeback drive, finishes P3. APS Pilskin, the Alpine team, finishes P4. Avtex Flames could have won this race, however, had a bit of a moment into a wall for Mercedes, but does pick up that extra point for the fastest lap. Semp HD, the team principal of Alfa Romeo in P6. Tommy Ladd for the Aston Martin team is P7. Storm on his first league race here in SFR is P8. P9 is SFR Gasly for the Alpine team. P10 is James 4429 for Williams. P11 Tunstall Stokey, also a lap down. And unfortunately, the non-finishers were Formel 92, SFR Goose, Demonic Angel 399, and Ted's dad for Williams. Well, Michael, what a race, I guess. That's all that's...
I mean, there was a
don't even
lot
know where to
happening.
begin.
Yeah, absolutely. Highs, lows, sideways. You know.
The only thing we didn't have was upside downs.
Oh dear.
So, Michael, your driver of the day, please.
I'm probably going to give it to Mr. Kirby. I think he drove really well.
With the official SFR driver of the day, then we will begin our podium interviews. Michael, I'll hand over to you again. I need to put one car up for the first two. Let's begin with our third place finisher of Raver Chile. Just please make sure your audio is included, guys. We can include our audio on your streams as well if you like. And no one's streaming, so it's fine. Alright, over to you, Michael.
Right, Mr. Raver Chile, how are you?
Hello. I'm alright, actually. Very unexpected, I'll tell you that, after the things that happened.
After a lot of things happened.
Yeah, it was just such a long race after that spin and that being at the back. I was like, it's over, that's it. And then,
Yeah.
God knows what happened.
Well, that's it. The fun thing about, league racing is that there's always going to be a safety car at some point, or, just when you think it's like, oh, it's not going to happen, it kind of does. So, you drove absolutely fantastically. Sort of take us through the race and, what it was like.
Well, off
sort
the
of your point
start,
of view.
yeah, off the start it was alright. And then after that first safety car, I had a rear cold left tyre, so I was just trying to heat that up coming around some of these corners, and I feel it sliding a little bit. And then on that that second to last corner, or whichever one it is, on the start of the chicane, I just spinned it, and I could already feel it as I was turning the corner. I was like, oh no, I can't, I've already lost control of the car. And yeah, having to sit there and wait for the field to go around and all of that. So a bit demoralised after that. Tried to get my head back in the game. Just head down, carry on swapping in some lap times, and managed to get and work the way back up through the field. So I'm pretty chuffed.
Yeah, no, it's a really good result for Ferrari. So, absolutely brilliant. You drove brilliantly. Obviously, the mixed weather. Was you aware that it was going to rain and stop again, or?
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure if it was going to stop again, but I certainly knew that the rain was going to come. So on that thing, that second safety car, after I had to serve a 5-second penalty, I put on a set of softs and thought, that'll run until the rain. And luckily it did. They pretty much did at like lap 7 or whatever. So it was pretty much the strategy worked out all the way through the race. It was pretty nice. Got to see my teammate as well on track. Just gave him a little free overtake on the just after the Anderson bridge.
See that. Yeah.
I thought he was way faster than me. I'm not going to hold him up, so it's just get out.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah, you're both pretty clued up, and you've got a good head on your shoulders. So there's no point holding each other up when you can score absolutely fantastic points.
Yeah, innit?
We are off to France next week. How does that sort of fare in your track list?
It's not a favourite. I mean, I'm all right there. I just feel like the track itself is a bit of a... I mean, it is a test track, but it doesn't feel like a proper track, do you know what I mean? There's just too much tarmac. It's just, I don't like it. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. On live the Ferrari.
That's it. Well, again, fantastic drive today. You know, to go through the emotions that you did and still get on the podium is fantastic. So, well done to you, man.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
No worries. Well, that takes us on to our second place finisher, Mr. Soz. I'm drunk.
I want to cry.
I mean, I feel for you. You know, you drove. You know, you was quick. You drove brilliantly, and then I see you did exactly what I did, literally yesterday, on that curb and tapped to the wall. But luckily, we both survived, and you know, you was able to continue. But yeah,
I think if you'd have said I'd get P2 before went into quali, I'd have bit your hand off. You know me, I'm the best bottle job going. I saw that I was 8 seconds at lead, and I'm like, I'm not going to score any points today. That's it. I fucked it because bad things happen when I do well. But I mean, all credit to Pilsky. You know, he didn't put a foot wrong, and I think I was slowly sort of catching him at the end, but it was like a tenth or two a lap, and he was 4 seconds up road. So I didn't have a chance. And
you're on about Kirby.
That's what. Yeah, no, I'm just looking at the lobby. I forgot. Yeah, Kirby I meant. Sorry. I mean, Pilsky did well as well.
Yeah, he did do well.
And obviously Raver as well, letting us past. I should have slowed at the end and given the position back. He that was good. Yeah, I think it was hard work coming back, but you know, P2, P3 with that was alright for us in constructors, done it? So.
That's cool. He went on the inters right at the right time as well.
Yeah, I think I committed to going in that lap anyway, and then
obviously with damage, but yeah.
Well, I didn't have damage when I put it through, did I?
No.
You went into the
wall. No, I think I put it through twice, maybe. Oh, yeah, maybe I did then.
Yeah, your first pit stop, by the way, guys, actually worked really well. I think you lost at half a second.
I was quite impressed with Raver. It looked like, because of the sort of gap between us, it looked like he backed off just half a second, so that it was basically perfect.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah, so obviously we're off to France next week. Do you like France?
I don't hate it as much as most people, but the best track for me, like Singapore, absolutely my best track. I wanted to come out of the box for a win today because I don't want to have that pace next week.
Well, we'll just have to see. You know, fantastic qualifying time, you know, on the mediums. You know, great race start. Really unfortunate with some of the events that happened, but, you know, you drove it absolutely fantastically today and you take that away. Very good points for Ferrari. You know, your team owner is going to be very proud. And, yeah, well done. And we see you next week.
Nice one, mate. See you there.
Thank you very much. And that takes us on to our race winner, Mr. TM Kirby. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, there we go. Your first win in SFR. That's it, Phil.
I'll be honest, I'm speechless right now, because after the first corner when I was sitting backwards in 15th or 16th or wherever it was, I thought there was no way I was even going to be any chance of getting a podium, let alone winning the race. But yeah, to win today, I mean, especially after yesterday when I was close to getting a really decent result in Tier 2 and then hit a wall, to come back and somehow win the race today, it's amazing. And all credit to Avtex Flames, because during the interest period, he was keeping me on my toes the entire time. And it was very uneasy with him being just behind me the entire time. So, very unfortunate what happened to him, but he was definitely causing me a lot of stress.
Yeah, he was. It's definitely keeping you nice and fresh until obviously that mistake happened. But you know, you can't take away the credit of the drive that you had. As you said, you was down quite far in the grid, and you know, to win the race is absolutely brilliant. You showed absolutely brilliant pace as well at the end. You know, sort of struggled to sort of gain any ground on you really. It was like, you know, as he said, probably like 10th or 2 tenths. So it wasn't much, and your gap was pretty well sorted. So, no, really fantastic drive. We are off to France, as you've probably heard. And how are you feeling about that?
I love France, so I'm excited. I'm probably one of the only ones in Tier 3 that's actually excited for it.
Oh, okay. Oh, what's this? A double back-to-back win for Kirby, or who knows?
Well, hopefully.
Let's get down to the betting shop, guys. Right. Anyway, again, brilliant today, Mr. Kirby. You know, I can't remember who your team owner is, but I'm sure
Him.
there'll be.
He is the team principal.
Oh, you are the team owner. You are, yeah. Oh, look at you. You know, leading by example. Sorry, I should have known that. It's my bad. But no, absolutely fantastic. You know, you should be proud of yourself, and your team didn't do too bad over the weekend. So, yeah. I'm mumbling on. So, anyway, congratulations. You are also our driver of the day.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jamie.
Yeah, massive congratulations to our podium sitters. Kirby gets to do it all over again on Wednesday night in Formula 2 as well. So, back to Singapore for Kirby. Can he continue his good run of form here? But that is the end of Formula 1 for this week. As I've just mentioned, Formula 2 Wednesday, SF2R, from the streets of Singapore, 8 o'clock. Join SFR Jinx and SFR Montoya on commentary for that. Friday night we have Assetto Corsa Competizione. The GT World Challenge kicks off our second race week here in season 6 at Brands Hatch. That is 8 o'clock. Join SFR Russell in the commentary box for that. Saturday night we head to the Paul Ricard circuit in the south of France. That is Tier 1. Tier 2 is also at France, followed by Tier 3 on the Monday. But massive congratulations to all the drivers in a very, very tricky race this evening. Dry to wet, back to dry. We had it all. And it's very unlikely we say this, but Singapore, well done. 3 cracking races for our season opener here in Season 6. I hope you've enjoyed the 3 consecutive nights of racing here in SFR. We do it all over again on Wednesday. And then we got 4 consecutive nights starting Friday of racing. Thank you all very much for watching Supreme Formula Racing, where competition is key. Good night.
Well, that's what it stands for.
We got the symptoms of a cold war. All of our troubles and make believe. We're dying on our own soil. Calling your friends onto the teeth. There's nothing for you.